KSJE is proud to support the Jazz Jams, presented by the San Juan Jazz Society. Jazz Jams held every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Farmington Civic Center. Free live music in downtown Farmington every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. And hear more jazz every weekday afternoon from 1 to 5 p.m. only on 90.9 FM KSJE, Farmington.
It's Wednesday morning here on KSJE, and it is time, as always, to check in with Dr. Mike Hattabaugh, who is in the Encouragement Lab this morning. Dr. Hattabaugh, good morning.
Morning.
And this week, you are reminding us to just stop it, huh?
Stop it, Scott. Just stop it.
I just got started, but okay, I'll stop it. What does that mean?
I read this week that 40% of us have misdiagnosed ourselves with a major, not a minor, a major illness by, guess what?
The internet?
Exactly. A Google search.
Yes, of course. I've been, yep. Okay.
So as you know, I run something called the Encouragement Lab, and I'm always trying to encourage people to leave behind habits that are actually just hurting them. And that's one of them, is we've all become experts in every field. And that's probably the one that sticks out the most to me, is we're all, and I've done it.
Right.
I've diagnosed myself. And,
okay. And we should stop that, is what you're saying.
Stop that. We should stop realizing that, most of the time we're going to be wrong, because, otherwise all of us would have 27 illnesses. There's actually a label for that. People in med school go through that. Sean Acor talks about that his brother-in-law called and said, every week he called and said he had leprosy or something else, and he said he knew he was really off base when he called one week, and this is his brother-in-law, right?
Yeah.
He said he had menopause. So,
oh, well, yeah. That's, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we're just constantly doing that. And the reason why, again, I come at everything from the context of how to be an encourager. Mm-hmm. And having been around some people that do this all the time to themselves. And what happens is we misdiagnose ourselves and then we can't get into the doctor for 2 weeks. So guess what we do for those 2 weeks?
Oh, we're stressing out, aren't we? Sure.
We're worrying about something that is not going to be true most of the time. And then we think we have something, and we even tell people sometimes, "Oh, well, I think I've got this."
Yeah, right. Some exotic something.
Not true. So guess what? We're all starting to be a little skeptical about people that tell us that they're, diagnosed with something. So
right.
So just stop it and be more positive about yourself, and just quit looking for negative information. That's the problem. In a couple of weeks, we're going to do a video on how much information is out there. It's mind-boggling.
Oh, I'm sure.
But that's one of the problems is that we have so much access to information now, and we don't know how to use it.
Right. That's very true. And that is one of the bad things about the internet, is that it gives us access to all this stuff, whether it's news or medical information or what have you, and without filtering it and really understanding it, that causes all kinds of trouble, right?
Well, and that's why you've become one of the few outlets for local news in the Four Corners area, and that's what's crazy about all this is we're becoming more global in one sense, but we're losing track of what's going on locally. And there used to be a phrase, I think it's still true, it's all politics are local, right?
That's right. Yes, right.
But what's funny is that's still true by and large, but yet all of our information is not local. It's all national and international. And yet it's becoming kind of a void in the local area, how that is. So I just want to say good for KSJE for doing so many local programs. I'm just trying to remember, I just saw who you had on yesterday. As I was doing some show prep, I was looking at your list, and you had so many people on, I can't remember who it was.
Right.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's a good guess.
Right. Well, Tuesdays we talked to Aztec Schools on Tuesdays.
That's right. It was Kirk Carpenter.
That's right.
Who it was.
And then we've had our DJ for a Day event all week long, and so we've had Dr. Pendergrass was on, and we've got more programs later on in the week as well. But we feel that local is important, and so thank you for the plug.
And all of that was, Kirk Carpenter is in a position, if you have a child in Aztec Schools, that he answers some real questions. It's like going to not the doctor for medical needs, but he's the doctor for all things Aztec Schools, right?
Right. Yep.
So he was able to answer some questions for parents in Aztec schools that everybody has. So what a great example of that, and why that's different than going on Google and finding out what disease you have, because you don't.
Yes, that's right. So we should stop it.
So just stop it. Just
Okay.
stop it. Listen to KSJE and a little. You know what? Actually, I just saw a great documentary on the history of folk music.
Oh.
And I had no idea. It was put out by, brain freeze, a famous musician's son.
Okay.
See, now I'm talking about stuff that I didn't write notes on.
That narrows it down, but okay. Well,
You know that famous person's son,
yeah,
that
that
guy.
That's right. Okay.
Anyway, it's fascinating, and what's really fascinating to me is how much roots good rock and roll music has in classical music.
Well, that's true. That's very true.
For instance, I've always been a fan of the Beach Boys. I had no idea the brilliant guy Brian Wilson was. Is still.
Yes, that's true.
And how much of his good music is based in classical music.
That's true. So
So just go to the source. Listen to classical on KSJE.
there you go. It's coming up in just a moment. So perfect.
All right.
Dr. Hattabaugh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll stop it. If you say so.
Stop it.
Okay. That is Dr. Mike Hattabaugh, everyone. He joins us every Wednesday from the Encouragement Lab with me right here on KSJE Farmington. 9 o'clock on KSJE, and taking a look at our weather forecast. Rain showers off and on today throughout the day and afternoon. 56 for a high in Farmington. 39 overnight tonight. Chance of rain or snow showers on Thursday with colder temperatures and a high of only 50 degrees. An overnight low Thursday of 31. Chance of snow showers again on Friday with a high of only 46 and a low of 23 before things clear up. And mostly sunny skies return for Saturday and Sunday with highs in the mid-40s and overnight lows in the lower 20s. Our visual radio platform can take you places, and this morning we will take you to Wolf Creek ski area, which is under this winter storm warning. Heavy mountain snows are expected from this weather system for the next several days in and around the San Juan Mountains. Wolf Creek getting some snow at the base area this morning, 27 degrees at Wolf